Hi. So today I'm with Richard from the Canadian Motorcycle Cruisers, and we are going to talk a little bit about what it is to be a member of the CMC. This is Richard. Sometimes in some of my videos, people may know him as "Hey Richard." So. And yeah, we kind of have a running gag about what is that, Richard? So Richard, is this a motorcycle group that eats ice cream, or an ice cream group that rides motorcycles? And trying to comply with all the COVID rules, we decided to do this virtually. So we're going to do this way. Hi, Richard. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. So I'd like to ask you a few questions. Hold on, Richard. What type of bike do you ride?
I currently have a Kawasaki Voyager 1700. I like to call it the Road Sofa. Sometimes I call it the Water Buffalo. Sometimes I call it some words that are not for polite company.
I'm wondering a little bit about CMC. What is CMC?
So the Canadian Motorcycle Cruisers, it's a all-Canadian motorcycle enthusiast group. We like to get together, and it's a family-oriented group, and we just like to enjoy our backyard, enjoy somebody else's backyard while riding our motorcycle.
So is there any process to become a member?
It's very, very difficult. Their requirements are you have to be interested in motorcycles, which
check.
A lot of people are. You need to live in Canada, which I'm not even sure that's 100% mandatory.
Check.
And there's no membership dues or anything. You just sign up on a computer, and there's a national website where all of the membership goes through, and it's pretty simple.
An awful lot of different locations for the CMC. They're all over the province. Do you know how many groups there are? Just offhand, or no?
I don't even know, Kevin.
Yeah.
Like they're all over the province. They're all over Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a national rally every year until COVID.
Yeah.
And there's 1 year it'll be in Ontario. In the recent history, it's been in Manitoba, British Columbia, out east in the Maritimes. They like to move it around every year so that everybody gets to enjoy it and come together and celebrate the country.
Yeah. So, what types of things do you do with the CMC? Like, what kind of motorcycle things do you do?
Well, sometimes we go to local fairs, events that small towns are having. We like to find really twisty roads. I've heard once in a while, sometimes we go for ice cream. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, charity rides. If you know of somebody that is putting on a charity ride, there's 100% chance that there will be CMC members there. We love to support charities. I mean, we get to go out and enjoy the roads that they've laid out for us. A lot of times we get fed at the end of the ride anyways. I mean, who doesn't want to ride motorcycles and eat food at the end of the day?
So, Richard, before we go as a group on any ride, is there any protocols or anything we do before you would start? Like, how do you usually start off a ride? You being first officer, being someone who generally leads a ride, what would be something that you would do on a typical ride?
So the way things happen in CMC, if you're going to lead a CMC group ride, they ask that you are either a trained road captain or you have trained road captains on hand helping you with the ride. Now, CMC has a whole training course to learn how to handle a group of bikes. And after taking this training course, They deem you acceptable, well trained in order to manage. You know, well, I've managed upwards of 50 bikes on a ride at one point.
Wow.
And it's that everyone stays safe and has fun. And so far, we've been pretty lucky. Well, even before we get on the bikes and go anywhere for a ride day, I'm usually, and most road captains will plan where they're going to go, where they're going to stop, how they're going to maneuver around the countryside. Like, they actually prefer if you plan out your rest stop, your bathroom break, your fuel stops, how long you are in between each stop. Because, I mean, not everybody can ride for 3 hours at a time without needing to get up and stretch. My bladder won't do that. I like coffee too much.
Yeah.
So it's nice to stop, every hour and a half, somewhere in there, get up, stretch, shake the monkey butt out a little bit, and then get up and go for a ride again.
Right.
From my own experience being with the group, oftentimes we'll end up with a really new rider, somebody who's very green. And the thing that I like about CMC is that we welcome those people in, but we do try to, before they can come along, ensure that they know how to ride to a certain level before they'd be included in the group, because you don't want to have somebody who's really new causing an accident or anything like that. But what I would say is that I've noticed that a lot of the riders are very, very helpful with the new ones, and give them a little more room and give them a little bit more space, and offer suggestions on things that they can do to improve their riding and that kind of thing.
That's one thing I love about CMC. I mean, every single one of us were a new rider at some point in their lifetime.
Yeah.
And you get a new rider that comes out to the group, and the more experienced rider will, get talking with them and make them feel welcome. And we try and keep them closer to the front of the group so that they're not getting that whiplash effect that happens at the back of a large group. And that way, they get to see what's going on right away. They're not trying to look through 20 bikes, right?
Right.
I mean, one thing that we're very strict with, at least on my rides and most CMC rides, we use hand signals. Not everybody has radio communication, right?
Right.
So the best way to get any kind of information from the front to the very back is using your hand signals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those go back as fast as you can see them.
I find that that's the one thing that I have really adopted in my own riding is the hand signals. I find even when I'm riding with just a couple of bikes, I'm using hand signals. Even when I go out with buddies, we will go over the hand signals that we're going to be using before the ride, just like we would on a CMC ride, and use the hand signals, because I find sometimes you can't get your communication on your helmets to always link up, because they don't always. And hand signals, they're always right. Yeah. Slow down, turning left, turning right, all of that kind of thing.
There is actually, in Southern Ontario, and I've been trying to get a few more of these incorporated into my rides, there is a butter tart trail. There is an ice cream trail. We used to always do the Sammy Sprinkles Huron Kinloss ice cream ride.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's where you take pictures with this little mascot Sammy Sprinkles and send them into their tourism office, and in exchange they send them a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, you should get your... this might get used. Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I like to hear at the end of a ride. That was fun. And wow, I've never been down that road before.
And you there's not very many roads. I know I have rode with you for a long time, and there is not very many roads that you ever say, I've not been down this road before. So when we do one, I'm always happy, but it doesn't happen very often.
You know, to a motorcycle enthusiast, that is their drug. You know, oh my gosh, that road was fun. Why have we not rode down this before?
Yeah.
I'd just like to give a really big shout out to Richard for taking the time to do this interview with me. It was an awful lot of fun. If you're interested in the CMC, then check out their website. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you wouldn't mind, slam that subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the next one.